Good morning, lads. Just trying to get some music going here. Our trade plan from yesterday is looking fire, by the way.
What if I told you HPV vaccination was for men too?
I didn't know. I'm too old.
If you're under 45, you're not. If you're sexually active
So
vaccinated, it could still be you. For most people, HPV clears on
we can see that we're soon to be confronting an area that, you know, we're either gonna bounce from or have continuation down. But the deviation is playing out as planned. It didn't go as high as I thought, but I did ladder into position here, like I said last night in the Discord. Got the move down. It looks good. I'm really happy with this trading plan that we developed yesterday.
Your doctor may recommend screening for certain.
Holy shit. Not really into this either. You know, the problem with finding music with this stuff is that it has to be royalty free, or YouTube won't let me. It'll like block my stream. Alright, we can go with a little metal for a while. I gotta turn it down though. We're gonna have a metal morning. I was playing like 80s pop type shit all week. We're gonna have a metal morning today. Fucking Christ. Sup Deem, sup Smooth. I don't think 107's gonna hold. I have a really simple reason as to why. I can tell you it's based on analysis here. Let me know if the music's too loud. I know that this music could probably be a little distracting. But really it comes down to analysis here. Typically, you know, so there's what's called a poor low and there's what's called what do they call it? It's a poor low. Maybe there's no name for it. It's just a good low. And those are typically defined by these buying tails and selling tails, right? So if you have a buying tail, it's a good low. You almost always want a buying tail for a low to be made, and what they signify are trapped positions, essentially. People, you know, emotion in the market, a little bit too much excitement, trapped positions. The current low is a poor low, right? There's no buying tail at the current low, and this is not to be trusted as a proper low for especially a downtrend like this or something so significant. There's a number of other reasons, you know, like here, this is a nice high that I'm happy to be in a short for, because we have a selling tail at the top. This is a good sign that this could be a proper local high. You know, I like what I'm seeing with that. So if we, you know, take a look at the charts here, zooming out a little bit. Let me get rid of all this shit. Zooming out a little bit, you know, you can see What? Did I just get rid of some shit I do not want to get rid of? No, I didn't. I don't care if all this goes. If we're on a daily time frame, on a daily time frame, man, like $21 cross with 55. We are currently below the 89. If we close today down like this, that's not really a good look. And then the 200 is down here, and you know, we have confronted the 200-day moving average a handful of times, you know, in this trend. And to me, it certainly looks like we're going to confront it again. Yeah, it definitely looks like it's going to be confronted again, to me. There's some nice levels below here. Let's go into a weekly time frame. We're at the 21 moving average on a weekly time frame here. We have the 55 down here. We can see that each of these uptrends are followed by a period of consolidation. We confront the 55 bounce, consolidate, confront the 55 bounce, consolidate, confront the 55 bounce, maybe, right? But yeah, for me, I'm short. I'm fine with being short. I'm good with that. I like the setup that we discussed, like I said. There is a yeah, that is that level. Okay. You know, and we'll see how it plays out. Like I said, you know, from my trading plan, I could we could see a bounce here that could lead to new highs, locally. But we do have to, you know, see how that all plays out. So let's go ahead. I just want to update my charts. And we'll start to gain a better idea of what we can expect moving forward for the rest of the week. What's all this shit? Dude, it's so crazy how sometimes I'll draw shit out and it's just like, it's just so fucking on point. Like sometimes I'm like fucking Picasso. I'll just nail these drawings. Shit, that's not where that goes. Yeah, I don't really give a shit about this anymore. Brr. BCH Long is doing great. That's awesome, man. Love to hear that. Fucking burr, dude. First time I'm cold in a long time. And I love it. So fucking happy it's finally getting cold. I am a fall and winter guy. I'm so excited for it to be super fucking cold and dark all the time. So this level right here is really the only place I could see, you know, price maybe having some kind of a reaction where it could bounce. Jesus, someone fucking logged in here. Oh no, it's all the same stuff. Yeah, 109, 400, 109. Yeah. Yeah, this zone in here is really the only place I could see it bouncing off of if it comes down and deviates into here. It's really the only place I could see that happening. For then some kind of a move to the upside. Otherwise, you know, it basically, once it gains acceptance back inside Monday high, we can look to rotate. So this is what I would be looking at on the day. Yeah, that is the one downside with the whole winter thing is you're not walking around, you're not popping the shirt off really, but it's all good. They know. They all know they can see it. Gotta get the baddies to the crib. Give me just 1 second. I'm gonna go grab something. I'll be right back. Just like I'll be literally 1 minute. Yeah, it's confronting PD low. I think we should spend the day today looking at a different asset. You know, I have my plan. I guess I do want to update my journal quick that I sent into the Discord. What is it, the 3rd? 4th, holy fuck. Generally speaking, looking for this today. Our general plan is playing out nicely. Plenty of liquidity down here. Front ran this liquidity, did take this one. All these buy walls got pulled. Couple down here towards that zone that, you know, we might find support at. Yeah, I would say, you know, yeah, it all looks good. We're looking good for our short position still. I'm certainly not changing that. We did hit yesterday's daily naked point of control, seeing a small reaction with that. Yeah, so why don't I'm gonna update my journal here for the Discord, and then we're gonna take a look at another asset. Just going through and doing this here. Interesting. It's trying to hold previous day low. Alright, I'm gonna get this posted. And then we'll go ahead and move on to new assets.
I already love same-day delivery with Shipped, but it's so much better since I signed up for Target Circle 360. Why? Because I no longer pay price markups from the majority of stores through Shipped. Only
All right, cool.
alcohol retailers and items don't count. That means no markups on
All right, we're gonna move on to a different asset now today. Spend like the next 30 minutes taking a look at it.
Time to catch up on life while someone shops for me.
I like everything with BTC. I think are
Win-win. Order now at shipped.com/360.
I think our how low do I think it can go? My first area that I would be watching for is like 103.2 zone. 103.2, 104, 103, this zone here, 104k zone. Otherwise, yeah, I mean slightly lower. Yeah, you know, like 101 to 104. 101 to 104, potentially a little bit lower if price decides to take out this low. Bro, what do I call you? Do I call you Mateo? Do I call you... Well, I need something to call you because I'm going to be talking to you a lot. I'm going to call you Mateo. Bro, I feel you though. I feel you, dude. Right now, I'm all fucked up over this one chick. There's this restaurant by my house that I always go to, and she was there all the time. And I'm gonna tell you something. Mateo, yeah, okay, cool. There's this gal I would see all the time there, and she like worked the front counter or whatever, and she was so fucking cute. She's like not even a girl that like you would expect me to date. She's like this goth baddie. She's like bro, like, you don't understand how pretty this girl is. It's insane. Like, it's the most absurd thing. And like, I'm not the kind of guy that I would expect her to date. But recently I was like, fuck it, I gotta like ask this gal out. So I've been going back to that restaurant all the time. And I haven't seen her. I don't know if she works there anymore. And like, I don't even know how to find this girl. I don't know how I would find her. I'd have to like go in there and ask the other staff like, hey, who's that chick? What happened to her? And I don't know if I want to go down that route, but sometimes, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. So I feel you. It's fucked up. It's a battlefield out there. So There's a request to look at sushi. I actually want to look at I want to look at Ethereum. And the reason why is like Ethereum to me is the tide that raises all boats. So if we get a good sense of what ETH is going to do, it will give you a good idea of what you could potentially expect with sushi or other alts. So this will sort of be my broad range test on that. Once I get some analysis going from here and we develop a little bit more of like a basis for something like ETH, we can start to look at other assets as well in future streams. We're just going to cut all this out, and I want to do some fresh analysis on Ethereum because I think that ETH, I'm going to, yeah, she did, Mateo, yes, you're exactly right, she did, yeah, she's, bro, this girl, you don't understand. Like, last night, it was haunting me, dude, haunting me. I'm like, I don't know if I'll ever see this girl again. I don't know how I'm going to find her or what's going to happen, but you know what? I just have to trust that, you know, I'm pretty lucky. Like, I'm a very lucky person with certain things, and, you know, I could just be out. Maybe I don't know, at the store and I see her or some shit. Like, something's going to happen, and when I do, I'm not going to miss my opportunity. I'm going to go straight up to her and tell her we're going out on a date on Friday or some shit. It would just be fucking so wild for me to be out with a goth chick like that. Cause I definitely don't. I'm sure she would, I don't know. I don't even know if, like, I don't know that I would even be her type. But, you know, you just gotta shoot your shot. Oh, fuck. Are we doing this right now? Are we doing this? Ooh, baby.
That's the sound of someone who's misplaced
My debit card.
their debit card.
Where'd I leave that thing?
Not at the gas pump, or the checkout counter, or the roof of your car. Now, if he has the Chase mobile app, he can use Card Lock.
Wait, I could just lock my card.
Yep, just a few tippy taps on his phone, and
Yeah, it's a lot better than that.
that's peace of mind from Chase.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile.
Fucking guy, dude. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, alright, cool. So we're starting to confront zones that we had talked about here. The short is playing out beautifully. The exact setup is like this. I put my stop at right around here. Targeting down here. So yeah, it's a nice trade. About 3R up here. Looks good. So I've taken some profits on this short. Now we'll get back to ETH. Deems, that's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying about this guy Mateo, dude. Like, I don't even like. Who is this guy, bro? Like, who are you, man? Like, what kind of what life do you lead that you have this wit this wit about you. I never even think to say shit like that. It's so crazy. Fucking hilarious, dude. You're a funny fucking guy. See, this is the side of you Lynn needs to see. She needs to see that wit and that humor. She wants that in her life. It would just make her day. Wow, look at this. ETH never even took Monday high. It came so close. Wow. Wow, that is a brutal chart. That is a brutal, brutal chart. Wow. A lot of people are pissed off about that. I'm going to tell you that right now. Joey Diaz is funny as fuck. If that's who I'm thinking of. Fuck you. Woof. ETH might get a little bit of a move. Wow. Fuck you. How are we liking the metal music this morning, huh? Nice little change up from the 80s pop.
real Etsy buyer review for handmade home decor by a real Etsy seller. I could not be happier about the quality or the wonderful personal message supplied with it describing its journey into existence. Discover original items created by real people and loved by real people, just like you. Special starts on Etsy. Shop the Etsy app.
Yeah, so I like this range. I like this as a range. I'm gonna keep that channel. Fucking let's go. This is perfect music right now. You just missed it, dude. We just hit a 10-hour trade. We just hit like a 10x trade, dude. You missed it. It was crazy. Yeah, I did hit TP1 on BTC. I was fucking around with the 10x shit. I was just joking with you. But this was my TP1. It's a good trade. It's a really nice trade. It's panning out beautifully. This is a key area if it holds. You know, this is what I drew out on the second. Obviously, these paths are now irrelevant. Matter of fact, I can just delete those. I don't need to hide them. These are irrelevant now. This is the kind of the here's our options really. And I talked about doing like a potential deviation here. Something light is right. Yeah, I think there's two ways to draw this channel. Yeah, I like this one. All right.
Tonight's top worry. You think you live in a safe place, but do you? Art Palpitations is on the scene.
I sure am, and because you got customizable renter's insurance through Geico, your stuff is covered.
Great news. Any sign of crime?
Just some light littering.
Get more with Geico.
Hmm. Oh my god. Oh god. What's that meme? Everything reminds me of her. Oh, fucking hell. This is actually the level right here. It's not even this one. That's not even it. It's this one right here. That's actually the real fucking deal right there. That's the real deal right there. Actually. Alright, well, here's what I think about ETH. I think that we deviated the high. Fuck you. And now I'd like to deviate the low. Potential wick. Yeah, and to be clear, I think we're at the point in the cycle where alts are going to start outperforming BTC, and BTC is going to range for a while. Yeah, so I want to look for something like this on ETH. I think this makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I like that. I think that's good. I think this is a good setup for Ethereum that we can monitor. Yeah, BTC back inside Monday range technically. Yet to close H1, however. You know, something I want to look at actually would be yeah, it could be a 3 drive. See you, Mateo. Have a good day, brother.
Granger knows that if you're a lineman in charge of keeping the lights on, you go to great lengths, and sometimes heights, to ensure the power is always flowing. Which is why you can count on Granger for professional-grade products and next-day delivery, so you have everything you need to get the job done. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Alright, I'm just getting this posted to Discord.
Welcome to a moment of calmness from one a day. Wait. Don't zone out yet. One a day
What's up, Mr. Fool?
help provide nutritional support for your well-being as part of a healthy lifestyle. So whether you're navigating a busy day,
Yeah, I think this is a good place to call it on stream. Well, pretty close. So I like this setup for Ethereum. We've deviated the highs. I'd like to deviate the lows. Locally here, there may be a potential setup in this zone. We might have some kind of a move here. I wonder if I shouldn't just... That was a big buy. Ugh. Yeah, I think that's a good place to call it on stream. All this looks pretty good. I like the setups that we have here. Now we kind of just have to leave the rest of the time and see how it all plays out.
too much work bogs you down, Asana helps you handle it. AI makes it easy to hand off routine tasks and stay focused on important work. That's how work gets handled. Visit us at asana.com.
Hit pause on whatever you're listening to and hit play on your next adventure. This fall, get double points on every qualified stay. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at Best Western. Visit bestwestern.com for complete terms and conditions.
All right, we're going to call it on stream. As always, guys, thanks for joining me. We're going to have our stream tomorrow, 7 a.m. No, I'm sorry, fuck. 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Actually, shit. I might not be able to do a stream tomorrow. Let me check. I do have something scheduled. Let me double check here what time that's at. I don't have it. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do the stream tomorrow. I'm gonna talk to Tyson, see if he can cover me. So this will be my last stream for the week, but I will post updates in the Discord as to like what's going on. So as always, guys, thanks for joining me. Enjoy your weekend. I'll be back on Monday for our usual stream to go over our weekly trading plan. Enjoy your weekend. The charts will always be there. They'll always be back. It's good to spend time with friends and family and hit the reset button. I will see you all on Monday.